When my relationships are struggling, or when I feel like things are just not going my way, or when I know who God is, like deep in my core, I know who God is, but I don't see any of it. I know that I can bring all of how I feel to God, and He's open to that. That I don't need to hide anything from God. I don't need to hide any part of who I am, because God accepts us fully. God invites our honesty. God welcomes every part of who we are. But the only valid criteria for praise is this, that we bring all of ourselves to God. The number of times in Christian communities I've heard people say, we're going to leave this stuff at the door and just bring our high praise to God because that's what God deserves, I think that's heretical. Because how in the world will we experience the kind of transformation we long for unless we bring all of ourselves to God? How? Unless our reality touches God's reality, we'll never be transformed into Christ-likeness. And that's the thing we long for. That's why we're here. We want to become more like the God we worship. I found that the Psalms, and Psalm 88 in particular, shows me that this collection of beautiful, living, breathing religious poetry is, like Calvin, an anatomy of the human soul. I found every part of myself expressed and articulated and validated here. What does praise look like? What does praise feel like? What does praise sound like? And I think Psalm 88 wants to teach us, listen, yes, darkness comes for all, and that darkness cannot always be explained, but protest is an appropriate response, and our accusations and our honesty actually keep our hope in God alive.